All right. Peace and blessings, peace and blessings. This is your boy EB Knight, and that's your Enoch. All right, back with y'all again with another one. Part two, Church Fathers Refutation, all Heresies, book 9, Hippolytus. All right, peace and blessings. On the Essenes, as you can see, chapter 14, the tenets of the Esona. Again, this is Refutation of all Heresies, book 9 of Hippolytus, chapter 14. We just did uh, chapter 13, not longer than 30 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago. All right. Um, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the reputations. It says chapter 14, the tenets of the Esonai. All right. Um, and they despise wealth. And it says, and do not turn away from sharing their goods with those that are destitute. Okay. With those that are destitute. It says, no one amongst them, however, enjoys a greater amount of riches than the other. All right. Now, remember, I was telling you guys how the New Testament, you have everything that I bring to you guys, you have to look at this the same thing as the New Testament. All right. The New Testament is a lot of the beliefs of Paul and so-called the beliefs of the apostles, what we call the Ebion or the Essenes. Okay. Now, when you look at the 13 epistles of Paul, you have to look at the same thing as these church fathers are doing. I look at Paul's epistles a little different now. They're looking at them a little different, but I understand them more. There are nothing but refutations that he has with other sects. I'll say, like I tell people, his letters were not for you. His letters were for the sects that were involved around him at the time and those that he disagreed with, like the Sadducees regarding the resurrection, and as well as the apostles and their doctrine as far as Christ just being a regular man, which deviates from the whole doctrine that he came and died for the sins of mankind, because all that goes within the doctrine of the virgin birth and all that type of stuff. Don't want to depend too much on that topic. Like I say, as you can see, these reputations are the same. Okay, now we can show scripture reference how this is true and how the apostles or the Essenes. Let's watch. It says, no one amongst them, however, enjoys a greater amount of riches than the other. For a regulation with them is that an individual coming forward to join the sect must sell his possessions and present the price of them to the community. And on receiving the money, the head of the order distributes it to all according to their necessities. Thus, there is no one amongst them in distress, and they do not use oil, regarding as a defilement to be anointed. And there are appointed overseers who take care of all things that belong to them in common. And they all appear always in white clothing. Always appear in white clothing. Okay. I think I'm gonna bring something on there also too. Now let's go back to what we were just talking about. How when you look at the New Testament, how if you want to find certain sects, you have to find the characteristics of these sects. Now, the characteristics, like we talked about, they devise well, sharing their goods with those that are destitute, enjoys a great amount of riches than that no one enjoys a great amount of riches than others. And the regulation is the individual coming forward to join the stake must sell his positions and present the price of them to the community. All right, so when you look over here to Acts chapter 4, verse 34, verse 33 through 37, it says, I'll start at 32. It says, and the multitude of them that believe were in the heart and of one soul. Neither of them that aught of the things which he possessed was of his own. You see that? But they all had all things in common. Huh? Sounds like the Essenes, huh? With the great power gave the apostles witness of the resurrection of Jesus Christ and the great grace. Neither was any of them that lacked, for as many as were possessors of a land or house sold them, and brought the prices of the things that were sold and laid them down at the apostles' feet, and distribution was made unto them, every man according as he had needed. Huh? And Joses, who led by the apostles, Joseph, who by the apostles was surnamed Barnabas, which has been interpreted the son of consolation, a Levite in the country of Cyprus, having land, sold it, and brought the money and laid it at the apostles' feet. Okay, so as you can see, like I said, for regulation with them, that an individual coming forward to join the sect must sell all his possessions and present the price of them to the community. And on receiving the money, the head of the order distributes it to according to the necessities. Thus, there is no one amongst them in distress. Okay, peace and blessings. Hope y'all enjoyed that. I'll be back with another part 3, Father willing. All right. This is the tenets of the Essenes, Refutation on all Heresies, book 9 of Hippolytus. Peace and blessings. Hope y'all enjoyed that. Love y'all and thank you.